Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is May 26th of 2026. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears the CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland has ordered the U.S. Department of Justice to indict U.S. President Donald J. Trump on new charges as pretext for an FBI arrest raid targeting the White House on the morning of May 27th of 2026. So exactly what the CIA has ordered the Department of Justice to charge Trump with is obviously not known, but what is imperative to know is that Trump will be assassinated in custody. Because these charges are in fact fraudulent, he will never ever see the inside of a courtroom, and he will never be able to fight these charges publicly. Exactly how he will be terminated once he is in custody is obviously not known, but a suicide assassination is obviously the most likely, followed by a medical related event, dying of natural causes, a physical confrontation or altercation with law enforcement, or under a force majeure or some sort of accident. This impending arrest of Donald J. Trump is specifically designed to spawn a second American Civil War in the United States. They want to balkanize the United States. The best way to do that is to arrest Trump and then stage a bunch of false flag attacks that are subsequently blamed on Trump loyalists. The Israeli Mossad is now in the United States. They are ready to strike, and will likely set off an unprecedented wave of so-called Trump terrorists, bombing attacks, political assassinations, mass shootings, etc., in the aftermath of his impending arrest. So, obviously, with the Epstein case hanging out there, that's the easy one that they basically charged Trump for possibly sexual crimes against underage females, for some sort of crimes related to Jeffrey Epstein or the Epstein files, possibly violation of 18 U.S. Code 18.4, which is misprision of a felony, in that he knew of felonies being committed and failed to notify the proper authorities. But breaking news and events suggest that Donald J. Trump will be charged by the Attorney General of Georgia and or the Attorney General of Arizona regarding the 2020 election interference cases. So in Georgia, Trump was previously prosecuted for racketeering prosecution by Letitia James, the former Attorney General of Georgia, and so new charges are expected in that particular case, where he was previously charged for violation of the RICO statutes in the state of Georgia. In the state of Arizona, Trump was previously prosecuted for a so-called fake electorates plot, where he basically tried to overthrow the election results in Arizona. So new charges from the Attorney General of Arizona are also expected. There's also the third possibility that another state, which has previously yet indicted Trump, will actually bring forth charges, but multiple charges. These are going to be felonies, and he will be arrested, indicted by a grand jury, and arrested on the morning of May 27th of 2026. As with all CIA assassination plots, terror attacks, and acts of war, they always have the numeric signature of the CIA in Switzerland, which is basically orchestrating and executing these plots in real time. Coincidentally, the date of May 27th of 2026 marks exactly 377 days since former FBI Director James Comey issued an ominous tweet with the numbers 8647 with seashells. And of course, 86 means to kill or to throw out. And this was a veiled threat against the Trump administration, and Comey has since been indicted. The number 377 is no mistake, because 3 sevens form a triangle, and 3-7 twice forms two triangles, which is coincidentally found in the Star of David found on the flag of Israel, which suggests that this is in fact going to be executed. The arrest warrant and subsequent assassination is likely going to be executed by dual agents of the Mossad within the U.S. government. Also, the date of May 27th marks exactly 492 days since Donald J. Trump became President of the United States back on January 20th of 2025. The number 42 in 492 or 24 equates to 24, which equates to the letter X, and then if you take the number 9, which equates to the letter I, and you put it in the center, it forms IX, which forms a hexagram, which is also indicative of the Star of David found on the flag of Israel. Also, the date of May 27th also marks 1,388 days since the CIA staged the FBI raid targeting Donald J. Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida, back on August 8th of 2022. Obviously, the number 88 has all sorts of esoteric neo-Nazi connotations, but the number 88 is reflected in the date of the raid, which was 88, which is August 8th, which is called reflective numerology, and this number suggests that in fact this raid will take place on the morning of May 27th. If the raid goes as planned, it's also highly likely that some sort of Waco siege will transpire, whereby they'll stage a bunch of fires, possibly a shootout with Secret Service members loyal to Trump, and this will provide the political cover for the what I would imagine is going to be a very lengthy, ancient esoteric and ritualistic blood sacrifice of Donald J. Trump at the White House. So just to recap, May 27th, Wednesday, 2026, Donald J. Trump will be arrested for multiple felonies, possibly in respect to Epstein, but most likely in respect to the previously indicted and then subsequently closed 2020 election interference cases in both Georgia and or Arizona. Like I said earlier, a third state or fourth state is also possible, but these crimes, what we can tell is that if these crimes were in fact legitimate crimes, then Trump would have his day in court. But because these are fraudulent crimes, and because he is essentially being framed at the behest of Switzerland via the Department of Justice, then we will see Trump be neutralized in some form or fashion prior to his day in court. And that's how we can tell in a de facto manner that these charges are in fact fraudulent in nature, because the assassination is the actual goal, not the indictment, not justice. It's not about bringing him to justice. It's about assassinating him and spawning the presidency of one J.D. Vance, who will subsequently order the full-scale United States Armed Forces-based invasion of Iran, which is why Trump has to be removed from power, because he is trying to negotiate a peace agreement with Iran, and he does not want to fully engage the U.S. military in Iran, and therefore he must be neutralized. So if this in fact happens, I would kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.